At 23, Duvall had a business degree, zero job prospects, and a $12,000 student loan balance demanding immediate payment. He targeted a job with Gary Vaynerchuk's media team. To stand out, he found a high-performing foreign video script, adapted it for a US audience, and submitted the localized version as a sample. The strategy worked, but the role only paid $1,500 a month. In an expensive city, that salary barely covered the basics. He mastered camera gear and editing on his own time, eventually rising to become lead strategy producer. Even with a raise to $3,500, he was still earning less than half of what his peers made in entry-level corporate tech roles. Duvall had reached a high-level position, yet his income remained tethered to a fixed payroll. Hard work is a starting point, but without owning the underlying system, your earnings are determined by a budget you don't control. Duvall resigned and launched a content agency. He secured a meeting with a major finance creator by offering their videographer a 50% split on any recurring commission he could help close. They signed a $1,300 monthly retainer. He quickly scaled to several clients, generating thousands in monthly recurring revenue. Thinking the growth was permanent, he hired a team and invested in expensive software. This graph shows the volatility of the retainer model. When clients suddenly paused their contracts, his revenue vanished, but the overhead for his team and software stayed high. His personal take-home pay dropped to $300 a month. He tried to stabilize by stacking unrelated projects, from a dropshipping store that lacked ad capital to one-off video shoots that didn't lead to recurring business. Attempting to scale disparate services without upfront capital leads to a cycle of constant acquisition. Without a unified business model, you are effectively working several high-stress jobs at once. He pivoted to a local insurance firm, engineering a fake podcast format where an agent told industry stories. One clip exploded, generating 50 million views and 100,000 followers in just 3 months. This success allowed him to pitch enterprise consulting deals to major fintech brands. He was now charging $120 for a single short-form edit and hundreds for strategy documents. However, corporate cash flow moves slowly. With net 90 payment terms, he had to wait 3 months to receive payment for work already completed. Meanwhile, he still had to pay his staff on a monthly cycle. Highly paid B2B consulting often functions like a high-stress corporate job. If you aren't getting paid immediately, you are essentially financing the operations of much larger companies. He realized his core advantage was content strategy. He fired his clients, moved back to Columbus, Ohio, and spent 6 months applying his production skills to his own channel. He merged the high-pacing style of entertainment creators like Mr. Beast with a business documentary format. He was effectively building his own distribution network. The hybrid format attracted a large audience, allowing him to charge sponsors up to $30 per 1,000 views. Within a year, he cleared his debt and hit 6 figures in net worth. By owning the audience's attention directly, he no longer relied on middleman clients to dictate his value. This 2-year transition follows a specific hierarchy of digital leverage. Hard work is the foundation. When you have no capital, you trade your time and effort to break into an industry and gain access to high-level environments. You then convert that effort into core skills. For Duvall, this meant mastering scripting and editing while working a low-paid production job. Next is skill stacking. Combining strategy, scripting, and editing creates a professional profile that commands a much higher premium than a single skill specialist. The final level is distribution. You apply your stacked skills to your own platform, building an audience asset that you own entirely. Selling your time to others provides a linear income with a fixed cap. True financial freedom is found by climbing the hierarchy until you own the distribution itself.